Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you all had a good week. I know it's technically halfway through the week, but still, hope you're all having a good one. I wore 2 colognes in the last like 5 days. So I'm going to kind of review one of them. I might be back with a review of the other one. I might still wear it a couple more days. But I'm going to shock everybody. I'm going to review a niche cologne. That's right. Now I know some people think I don't like niche, and I do. But it's certain niche colognes. And not because, I should say it's not even that I don't like them. I find a lot of them overpriced. This one kind of is too. But kind of not. And I get into it why. It's not only a niche cologne, it's an oud niche cologne. Again, people, oh, I thought you didn't like oud. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You can look back. I like oud. I don't like oud and rose. And this one has very little rose in it. It's not even listed in the note breakdown that I could find. Sorry guys. But it's got a little floral note of some rose in it, but very little. So mostly oud. So coffee. Let's get into it. This is Stephen Humbert Lucas 2020 Generation Man 777. It's actually 777 2022 Generation Man. So, weird name, I know. Middle Eastern. Sleeve. Really nice presentation. Of course it would be. It's niche. That. Sorry to get that bottle out. That's what you want, though. You don't want it falling out. That's the bottle. Information. You can't really see it. You kind of have to have a magnifying glass to see this one, but your batch codes and stuff like that. Cap, super heavy, real metal. Like a real metal cap. Like no, it's got a plastic lining, but I mean it's metal. That's your sprayer, your atomizer. It's got a little gem. I don't know if you can see it. Wouldn't be a real diamond or anything. It's niche. It's not ridiculous. It's just probably a rhinestone of some sort. I got the dry down over here, but I'll give you a blast of this. I'll wait until I'm done reading because I love the top of this. So, price, not cheap. It's $2.90 USD right now on Lucky Cent. I got it for $2.66 a couple years ago. Came out 2013, I believe it was. Maybe a year ago I got it. I can't remember, a year or two ago. I generally don't talk about the niches on my channel because that's not my style. But I really like this one, so I wanted to. So forgive me, guys. This isn't cheap. You can get decants for like a millimeter, 1 milliliter decant for like $7-8. It's as cheap as you're gonna get it. So 50 mil, $2.66 it was when I bought it, American. So it was over $300 with conversion, tax, and shipping. Quite a bit over $300. It was like $3.30 or something like that. Ain't cheap. Ain't cheap. But one of the few ouds that I like, so it kind of was worth it. That's what I was getting into with the price. It's really expensive. I'll get into it. Just rambling, I'm sorry. Accords are fruity, green, oud, citrus, spicy, balsamic, woody, amber, aromatic, floral. Now, I could only find a handful of notes. There's more in here. Mint, yuzu, and blackcurrant are the top notes. Oud is actually a mid note, and also oud is in the base. Plus Peru balsam and spice mixture. Maybe a spray. Don't like wasting it. Not a bad sprayer. No hit of alcohol off the top. You're not going to get that for something like this. Oh, it's juicy off the top. That black currant and yuzu. And you can smell the mint. The mint is right in the background of those two. No oud yet, but the oud comes out within about 5 minutes. It's juicy off the top and fruity and minty. Absolutely beautiful. And you start getting a bit of the dry down over here in the mid. You get oud comes out, like I said, about 5, 10, maybe about 15 minutes after you first spray it. The oud starts to come out from the mid. I think it was a Cambodian oud. I don't know the difference. I'm not that good, but that's what I heard, what I read. And the base is some other oud from somewhere. They pretty much smell identical. Maybe a more seasoned, nosed veteran might be able to tell the difference. With me, they smell like oud. So, and then you start getting green. The mid kind of is where I pick up a little bit of rose, some florals, definitely some florals. Thinking also a little tiny hint of saffron is in there, and a little bit of rose, but it's mostly oud. Then a couple hours in, the base starts to show up, and you starts to get a little green with that balsam, oudy, green, and spicy. They just say a spice mixture. Sorry, my speaker was crackling for some reason. They just say a spice mixture. The spices I get it's basically an allspice mixture. Clove, cinnamon, star anise, a little bit of nutmeg, again, a little bit of saffron. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Sorry, guys. This speaker keeps... I got a little speaker set on the desk here for when I listen to music, and for some reason it keeps crackling. Technological difficulties. So if you hear any crackling or anything, I've tried to fix it twice now. I'm not technologically inclined. Anyway, I was saying, definitely the spice is an allspice mixture. Like I said, clove, cinnamon, star anise, nutmeg, a little bit of saffron. It's actually be a floral or a spice, I guess. Beautiful, though. Beautiful. Basically, it's oud. Natural oud. And if you haven't smelled natural oud before, there is a difference. I'm not a big guy into... Now, I know there's a lot of real perfume as art guys that say every cologne's no good unless it's 100% natural. That is completely wrong. You ask any good perfumer, and they're going to tell you the best perfumes are a mixture of naturals and synthetic. Reason being, if you had all natural, the performance would suffer. Synthetics are designed to be loud, last longer, than their natural counterparts. It's the way it is. So if you had something that was all natural, for the most part, there are some, but for the most part, it's not going to have the longevity or the oomph that a synthetic would. Now, vice on the other end of that, if you get something that's... A prime example would be, this is a new base fragrance, 24 Gold, which is technically an oud fragrance. I can't wear that. It is all just a synthetic mess. It's sharp, it's loud, it's cloying, it hurts the nose. It is just a mess of synthetic. I don't even know if the water they use in it is natural. It's just, yeah, so they're the two spectrums. Like, so you get that nice mid ground where you use some nice natural ingredients. Use some synthetic ingredients, especially as the synthetics will be used, like in this, there's some synthetics, and they'd be used as fixatives to help with, again, the performance, the projection, the longevity, things like that. Again, I'm no expert. That's what I've read. That's what I've, from my own experiences, very limited experience with natural ingredients. They don't seem to last as long or be as loud as synthetic, but they smell better. That's what I'm getting at. They're more rounded. They're more natural, of course. They're smoother. They don't tickle the nose or the back of the throat. You got to be a little careful, though. A lot of naturals can be allergenic. So you might want to test. If you get any niche colognes, you might want to give it a test on the back of your hand to make sure you're not super allergic to it. Shouldn't do that with any cologne, actually, because a lot of synthetics can be allergens. So, but, yeah, anyway, that was just a rant. I just talk about the cologne now. Performance. It's an eau de parfum. This is where I was getting about the money, not be worth the money. A lot of naturals in here. More naturals than synthetic, and that's affecting the performance. It is an eau de parfum, but I only get about 8 hours out of it. And of those 8 hours, I'd say almost 3 of them, it's a skin scent. For the first hour and a half, it projects really well. That mix of that oud with the mint and the yuzu and especially the black currant really pops off the skin. I'm assuming they're using a few synthetic. Probably the mint and the yuzu is synthetic. The black currant is all natural. Oh my God, is it ever juicy and sharp. Oh, and that's what it just starts out juicy. Like a juicy scent. I can't explain it any better. But then it dries. Then it dries down into a really dry, beautiful oud, wood, spicy combination. Incredible. Incredible. That's my only knock is the performance, and that's why I say it's not worth the price. I wouldn't go out and buy that especially wouldn't buy it at $290 US. That's like $340, $350 Canadian. So yeah, if you can get this for about $1.50, it'd be worth it. You're not going to. I'm sorry. And I know I'm sorry I'm doing a expensive niche, but I just wanted to talk about it because it's one of the few ouds that I really like. I also like that Oud Vanille by Frank Olivier or whatever. That was a nice one too. But as far as the actual oud goes, this is a way better oud fragrance than that because it's 100% natural ouds. Yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, I'm sorry it wasn't. I mean, I'm doing a dupe. Don't worry, but I just wanted to. I've had this for a while now, and I've never talked about it. So why not? I'll give you. Don't expect too many niche scents. A couple more in the next year or two that I'll do, but I want to get the Aventus, the newest batch of Aventus, and try that. But I'm only going to buy a decant. I'm not wasting my money on that. I still planning on buying Creed Royal Oud and maybe Spice and Wood. I will definitely get Royal Oud. I'm actually debating on picking it up tonight online. Maybe want to wait till summer and see if I can't get any sales. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you had a good week. Again, like I said, I hope you forgive me for doing a super expensive, ridiculously oudy niche fragrance, but it's one of the ones I like. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, guys. Wear what you like. I like it. I will say this before I go: if you're not experienced with heavy oud fragrances, especially heavy oud fragrances that don't have rose or vanilla, because they seem to be the two combination. This doesn't have any sweetness that I could detect. Maybe a tiny hint towards the very, very end of it when the amber comes out a little bit. But I mean, it's not sweet. It is woody and spicy. It is fruity, woody, and spicy. Boom. And if you're not experienced with that, not that I'm overly experienced, but I've had a few. This may come off as off-putting. If you don't like oud, this isn't going to change your mind. It's heavily Middle Eastern inspired. I don't know if it's Middle Eastern, but it's definitely Middle Eastern inspired. So you're going to get, the oud is slightly funky, but still very nice. Could be challenging to wear. Again, especially if you're only ever wore really, mass appealing designers, aquatics and blue fragrances and sweet woody fragrances. I mean, it's not going to change your mind. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, peace, love, be good to each other.